All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawashi, by Shema Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to all the Akimat, the pushing the word of sincerity and in truth. Yeah, I wanted to do this lesson on confiding in the Lord, confiding in Yahawashi. You go into this term to confide, I just matter of fact just go straight into it, because this is it's about, when you're going through your distresses, you're going through your hardships, your mental heartaches, so to speak. When the struggle gets really real, and you need to, really hash out certain things within you. Go to the Lord. Of course, you have the brotherhood. But sometimes it's like, you know, this world, you know, it doesn't understand, the fullness of our struggle. You'll tell, your woman certain things. You'll tell family members certain things, so-called friends, in the world, certain things, and a lot of it, just goes over their head, because what it says, wisdom is too high for a fool. So you have to, you know, consult with, individuals of that same ilk, of that same, tier, so to speak, that same mindset. It tells you that in the book of Ezra, get thee to men likened unto thee. So, this term confide, it says tell someone about a secret or private matter while trusting them not to repeat it to others. Yeah. So another one is to reveal, disclose, divulge, leak. Yeah. And there's no other better individual to confess your faults, you know, and speak out about uh, things that you've gone through, your struggles and things you're fighting with, than the Lord, because when you pray to the Lord, it's an extension of, you showing that you need help. And the Lord, what it say, He's mighty to save. It says quick to forgive. You know, and that will take all that strain off of your conscience, as it is written, let not your conscience weigh you down, neither let your iniquities lift themselves up, in the book of Ezra. You don't want these type of spirits to be lingering for too long over time, because it's going to drag you down in your walk. Those are earthly mortal thoughts. We have to free ourselves from these mortal thoughts by uh, giving them to the Lord, trusting in the Lord, and letting the Lord hash everything out. So that's why it says tell about a secret or private matter, you know. And it's even examples of individuals that tell certain things to so-called friends, and they just leak it all out, man. It tells you that in the book of Sirach, how a word in the a mouthful of fool is like the arrow in his thigh. When you have an arrow, say for instance you get shot with an arrow, your initial response is to get that arrow the f out of your leg. So when you tell a fool something that's personal and things of that nature, oh, their mindset is, I gotta let somebody spill the tea. Oh, I have it right here just on my phone. Sirach 19:12. As an arrow that sticketh in a man's thigh, so is a word within a fool's belly. You see? So sometimes even certain words that you'll say, can you know, mess, jack you up, depending on who you tell it to. It tells you that even in the book of Ezekiel, 16th chapter, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Micah, where it speaks about the woman. Let not your keep the door shut. To her that lieth in thy bosom. So you gotta sometimes you have to keep your mouth closed. You know, because certain women will take um, your words and weaponize it against you. Because a lot of these women are a product of Esau. You know, so when you tell certain things and you think it's gonna rest and be, oh, it's in excuse me, it was in Micah, Micah 7th chapter, the fifth verse. When you say certain things and you think it's just gonna rest there, just know that some of these. I'm not saying all of them, but for the most part, a lot of these women will use your words against you to tie you. She slept with the serpent, so she knows how to constrict you by the same words that you give unto her, thinking it's going to actually help you. We seen the examples of Samson, pillow talking. That's basically what it was. He was laying with Delilah and he was telling him his secrets. You know, he was a strong and wise, man. You know, full of the spirit, but due to the fact that he gave his weakness unto a woman, she took it and gave that same word unto the heathen, so that they had leverage to take him down. So, you know, in this truth, you have to be very reserved for your words and who you tell certain things to. Everybody's doesn't have a weighty spirit to hold certain things even unto the point of death. You understand? So, word in the Latin is to confidere, which is have full trust, place trust in. So we got to place full trust in Yahawashi. All right, and be a realist. The term realist deals with the concept of dealing with the reality. You have to deal with the reality of yourself. You can't avoid it. Run from it. You have to acknowledge it, and you have to go before the Lord. That's why the Lord speaks. Scripture speak about going to the closet. Praying to the Lord, always praying for forgiveness. You read all throughout the Psalms, you see how many times that David prayed. These different men, they went to the Lord constantly. And let them know what they were dealing with, and prayed that the Lord would take them, out of that harsh condition that they was in. A lot of them got, released. A lot of them got delivered from the hell. So, I'm going through all these points, and term trust. Trust is all throughout the Bible. Just read some quick ones. Psalm 37:3. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Verse 5 on the same Psalms 37, commit thy ways unto the Lord, trust also, and he shall bring it to pass. So we have to trust. And in this world, it breeds distrust. A lot of people don't understand the concept of really trusting, and loving, and see us as men, when you don't have the spirit, you tend to trust in things you shouldn't and trust in, thinking it's gonna have some type of positive output, because trust is in you. You want to trust, you know. If anybody say no, I don't want to trust nobody, you're telling the furthest thing from the truth. But sometimes it's certain circles you can't even, especially in the world, you can't even trust individuals, you know. But that's why the beauty of this truth, you understand where to put your trust, where your trust lies, and first and foremost, your trust lies in Yahweh Shemawashah, and the Lord won't steer us wrong. The Lord won't, walk us down the path of our demise. It speaks about how wisdom, loves thee more than thy mother does, man. You trust, what Jake don't trust their mom, man. And a lot of moms on this side, they don't have the spirit on them. Just to keep it, short and brief. They don't have the spirit of the Lord on them. But it said that's why it says wisdom will love thee more, because wisdom is the spirit. When you go through the points of trust, see that 134 verses. So trust is all throughout, from the beginning. So we have to trust in the Lord, and you always got to trust more and more, and question yourself, man, am I really trusting in the Lord? Do I really trust in the Lord in that situation? Or did I just lean on my own understanding? So we got to get from the point of leaning on our own and leaning truly in the bosom of Yahweh Shemawashah, because just like when you you read the New Testament, you see prime example, John was in the bosom of the Lord. He rested heavily within that bosom, and that bosom is spiritual now. The bosom really represents this word. You read and you see the things that Yahweh went through. You see that he was a man. He was afflicted. Scripture speak about him having many infirmities. He understands our struggle. He understands, the concept of spirits jumping on individuals. He's seen legions when he was down here on the planet Earth, and he even took those spirits out of certain individuals because they trusted in him. That's the power of Yahweh Shemawashah, and it has to. We have to trust in them without seeing them with bodily eyes, as it is written in the book of Ezra. We got to trust in them through what? The Spirit. I'm gonna close it. Just wanted to keep it short short and sweet. Isaiah 40:11. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arm and carry them in his bosom. He shall gently lead those that are with young. So the Lord is carrying us in his bosom, right? It starts now. And we got to remain in that bosom and never veer or detach ourselves from that bosom. Matter of fact, let me get the definition of bosom. It goes back to the Hebrew word chayak, which is the bottom. What's it? Which is really the chest. It represents it says the lap. It really represents it says the breast and the arm, the chest, the embracement. And the scriptures speak about what kissing the son. Kiss the son. Lest he be angry. So you got to stay within that bosom of the Lord. Trust and confide in Him. So hopefully, brothers, edify them ended by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawashi, Shema Shabai, Shema Kakadash. Dub unto the apostle elders, a great millstone. Shalom, Akim.